So how about that presidential debate, eh? It's crazy, crazy stuff. Just so informative and just so respectful and, you know, truly just, this is just going to be a really tough election for me. Like, it's just so hard. Like, I just like them both so much. Like, it's just, But I guess in the spirit of the upcoming election, the YouTube recommendation algorithm decided to drop the best video I've seen in like the past year. It's just so good. I don't know if you guys have heard of Reggie Cuz. He makes a lot of like short comedy skits, and they really bring me back to like early YouTube, just the golden age of YouTube skit comedy, just pure stuff. He's like on the same wave as like Caleb City. Really good content creator. But honestly, let's just watch this. Let's just take a look.
Hello, we may ask to everyone to please stand for the national anthem performed by Quavo from the Migos. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Was so proudly we ate at the twilight last gleaming. Look at the ice and stripes and bright stars through the perilous lights. All around, but we were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets,
All right, yeah, you can watch the rest on your own, but that's what we're dealing with here. Just golden content, right? Like, I just don't know what else to say. It's just, I don't know how this came out in August 13th, 2017. I don't know how I just found this, but honestly, I'm so glad that the YouTube algorithm put this on my timeline. And I noticed that, well, one, it's an acapella, and two, he was actually on beat. It sounded good. There's some comments down here talking about like, dude, for real. The worst part is that I'm giving that comment a like. That is factual. Anyways, decided to make a beat out of it. So here's how I made a beat out of what is, in my opinion, the best rendition of the US national anthem. Let's get into it. So the first thing I did was just record the video on Audacity, export it as a WAV file, and bring it into my project. So that's this first track here, and then as you can see, I basically made a clone of it, and then I pitched it up completely, an entire octave, and I brought the volume down. So what we get is something like this. And this just kind of brings up the higher end. So yeah, that's that. And then after that, the first thing I did was figure out the tempo. So while listening to his vocals, I just tapped it, and it came out to 120. And then I just aligned the vocals to the grid, and made sure so you can turn on the metronome and play it. And yeah, it's in time. And then came the drums. So usually how I do drums is I just like I just fuck around and like put some random ass beat and just like click randomly, and just like change things until it sounds good, or I just start with a super simple beat and then add flourishes to it later. So I mean, the snare is the most obvious one. It just comes on the third beat, just like every like trap beat ever. I duplicated the snare and shifted it over just by a few, like they're very close to each other. And this is a trick I learned from, I forget where, I think Memblem. Shout out Memblem, he's a fire producer. He was put on by Kenny Beats, but so I note panned the left one completely to the left and the right one completely to the right. But when you add both of them, and they're super close in time, and one hits on the left and one hits completely on the right, it adds this like stereo separation sound, which sounds like this, and it just slaps. I just think it just gives me that nasty. I don't know. It slaps really hard. And then I also layered a clap. So I layered a clap over this. That's also clap 6, which I believe is from, yeah, it's also from the Travis Scott drum kit. So that's just this one pattern. It says snare 7, but it also has the snare on it. And then the kick sounds like this. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I just kind of randomly came up with this, but thought it sounded pretty good. And as you can see, I added a Fruity Wave Shaper to just kind of distort it, and Smack Attack Stereo. This came with the Waves Gold pack, which was very much worth the money in my opinion, because it came with like so many different mixing tools. And this one's just one of them. It's like a transient shaper, just makes the kick slap way harder. But yeah, so together with the snare, it sounds something like this. So we already have like something going here. And then I did the open hats. So both of these, I just abuse the Travis Scott drum kit, if I'm being honest. Like, if I'm gonna continue to make beat videos, honestly, like, this is like the equivalent of kick main that Ramzoid uses. Any Ramzoid fans out there? I don't know, but just like Ramzoid overuses kick main in like every beat, I overuse just the entire Travis Scott drum kit just in every beat. So that's that. But yeah, this is what the hat, the open hat patterns sound like. Yeah, and then came the hi-hat. So I used hat 9 and hat 7 from Travis Scott drum. Literally this whole drum rack is just Travis Scott. Okay, but so it's 9 and 7. So this is the first hat pattern. So that's just the trill one. I mean, I guess this one would be the first one because it's like the more consistent. So I kind of went between 4th and 6th notes. And so far, what do we have? We have the kick, the hat, the kick, the snare, the hats, and the vocals. So it sounds like this. It's already honestly slapping. Ready to whip some ass. All right. So fire. Okay. And the next was 808s. So this is the 808 pattern that I came up with. The next part, which personally I'm the most proud of in this beat, is the hits. So this is the one thing that I just didn't abuse from the Travis Scott drum kit. This is from the Metro Boomin drum kit, which I also similarly abuse, I guess, just not nearly as much. But this is the hit number 4. It sounds like this. And this is the pattern I came up with for the hits. Yeah, it just sounds so grand, and yeah, it just sounds like, I don't know, yeah, so grand and cinematic, and I just think it fits like the Anthem vibe so well. So I guess I can play it with the vocals, and that's what it is. And just some mixing things, what did I do to it? I saturated it, added some reverb, just kind of cut out some of the lows and dipped the highs. And I like stereo separated it quite a bit, and that kind of makes it even more open. So yeah, the last final kind of cherry on top that I added was this. This is from the Hybrid synthesizer. It comes with, so I bought this. This is like super popular, the Akai MPK Mini. This is like the most popular MIDI keyboard, I believe. It's like $100, so it's like super cheap, super accessible. But this synthesizer comes with that, and I mean, come on. I was looking for bells under bells, and you know, they're called the Freedom Bells. Like, I had to use them. So that's this. And yeah, that was just the cherry on top stuff. But let's just hear it all together. I honestly, yeah, I'm hype. I like this beat. I think it's pretty hype. And yeah, it's cool to me, okay? All right, let's listen to it. Wow, it's me from the future. Okay, present for you, but nonetheless. Before I play the beat, this is the obligatory, please like and subscribe if you like this video so far. And yeah, the full beat's gonna play after this. But yeah, I currently have 9 subscribers. And you know what? I mean, big goals, big 2020 vision, but I am trying to hit double digits. I know, it's wild, it's crazy, you know, it's far-fetched. It's a moonshot, some might say. But I think we can get there. I think we can hit double digits by tomorrow. So please subscribe, please. And with that being said, may we all rise, place our right hands over our hearts, and attend the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you.
Oh,